Let's give.
What it do, what it is, welcome back to the Uncommon Breed Top Talk. And we got...
Motherfucker
Kidraw. Forgot his fucking name. This motherfucker forgot his fucking name.
I know, he was about to say something. Boi Tasik.
Kita dah clap. No, for real.
Yeah, we fucking rusty, bro.
And I'm Kyle.
Can't handle the shit, step out the kitchen. Got Heisenberg cooking up his batch of blue poison. Every rapper wants to try and be a word champion. Try me, I'ma buy you out like it's fractions. Old school to no school, I'm resurrected. All these rappers in the game too close-minded. Lyrics are illogical and too jaded. This is a different game, bruh. Y'all too deluded.
So who's gonna get kicked off today? Who's gonna get started?
I'm gonna get kicked off. What the fuck do you mean? Who's gonna get
Who's
kicked off?
kicking it off today?
Alright, Kaya.
Okay, so we've been mentioning about this topic since forever. And today we're gonna drop some history lesson to all of you watching.
Yep.
If you still don't believe us, you can Google it.
These are all facts, by the way. This is irrefutable.
Hopefully.
So today's topic is about how big artists can be broke. Like no money in their pocket. Right? They're like A-list in their country or in our country or any other country because we use the same template everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so one of it is TLC, right? TLC has multiple hits by hits. So they have one of my favorite song, which Scrub. So yeah, they sold 10 million album, and they ended up going bankrupt by the late 90s, right?
Wow. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So TLC received 300K each, right? But they went bankrupt in the 90s. And another big band was, everybody should know this, NSYNC.
Insane.
Right?
Sing siapa?
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
Kyle,
I
you're supposed to know this,
Sanjay
Kyle.
now. Dia Sanjay now. Sanjay. So NSYNC, right? They did a world tour, right? In the 2000s, 90s, 2000s, early that period of time. They did a world tour, and each of them, I think there was 5 of them in that group, right? Received only 10K. What are you laughing?
That is so sad. Imagine doing a goddamn world tour, and at the end of like 27 countries, be like, "Hey, yo, here's $10,000."
Why are you laughing? It's sad. Yeah.
Sad what the labels are doing, man.
It's fucked up.
It's kind of fucked up, but NSYNC is the biggest, like, most popular
Example.
right? Like, they were global. They were like this boy band dance group,
Wow. Yeah.
right?
Itu bukan sing.
I want it that way.
I'm just fucking up. Oh, now you know NSYNC.
Of course I know NSYNC, bro. I
He
grew up
was
with
putting me on the
NSYNC.
spot,
I know, right? Go on.
Yeah.
right? So basically, to get 10K after 27 countries, I think it's 27 countries,
It's a
Right.
world tour,
right?
so definitely around that range.
So before 1999, right? Basically, labels were taking 85% cut, and the artists were taking 15%. So that was the general contract basis that was given out, right? So when you talk about merch, publishing, tour appearance, things like that,
Endorsement.
ticket sales and all that, so the artist would be able to make money off that, right? It doesn't come into that 85-15%,
Yeah.
right? So that was pre-1999, right? After 1999, basically, this is when the labels introduced 360 contracts.
360 contract.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
360
it's
contract.
bad. 360 contracts. So what 360 contracts is basically everything. Your merch, your publishing, your tour.
It makes a
appearance.
It makes a contract with a label become like a loan.
Yes.
That's basically what it does.
They own everything. Hence the fucking name
They're
360.
not just the music. Now they have their hands in the 15%, that artists were supposed to make for themselves.
Oh yeah.
You know,
That is
they-
already
they-
a small fucking cut, by the way.
Yeah, they're doing this 360 contract because of they realized that by the early 2000 there's a lot of new platform like Napster, a lot of
yeah, yeah.
piracy
LimeWire.
of
LimeWire.
LimeWire and shit. So
Pirate Bay.
A lot of
No, Pirate Bay wasn't torrent wasn't up yet that time. That time was more of like you said Napster.
yeah.
There
There wasn't a digital streaming platform,
Yeah.
but people were just sending
it was
music
just
out.
file transfers, right? It was just file transfers, right?
And when the album dropped, that's when they introduced the 360 deal to cover
Because
for the
they
shit.
were not getting sales for their albums, right?
Yeah, they weren't because people were sharing music for free at that time.
That's true though.
It was the beginning of Y2K. Right? It's quite crazy.
So basically, Y2K just fucked up artists. Man.
No, I mean like the internet world, right?
Yeah.
Like how
Because everything became accessible after that.
correct. So like that's when a lot of labels where I think most of them were losing money because they were producing the songs and they were not getting sales for the songs, right?
Yeah.
So basically it's like a streaming platform, but for free, right? And then you don't know how many songs are played, how many records are sold, and you can't make money off that. I think that's why they introduced the
So now there's
360
360 contract, and in a contract there's recoupable expense. So a lot of people don't know this. So including in Malaysia, when they sign new rapper, so they'll give like
New artists,
100,000.
Yeah.
new rapper.
Doesn't have to be rappers, man. Come on, Kai.
When they sign a new artist,
yes.
How much did you get, Lil J?
yeah, for example,
Oh damn.
so
Slow down.
they'll get like 100,000. So for that 100,000, it's actually not your money, not artist money.
It's not even a
Debt,
bonus.
basically. You just go into debt.
Yeah, it's
And they call
labels
it a
money.
signing bonus.
Yeah,
It's not a bonus.
It's basically a loan.
it's labels
It's
money,
a loan,
right?
yeah.
And then plus, when the new artists record in their facilities, they're gonna charge the studio time,
Yeah. Oh, yes.
even though it's the label's facility, right?
Yeah.
Which means they give
And,
you 100K and let's say you have to spend like 20K to records and shit, right? That means that 20K goes back to the label. So it's like they're giving you 80K.
Right.
Right. It's
Basically,
it's
they're
just a
giving you
cycle
zero,
they
right?
keep. Yeah, they'll give you zero because
Basically,
now
they're
you have to
giving you
use
zero.
their studio and shit.
Right? So
That's worse. Basically, they're forcing you to pay them back what they loaned you, and you still owe them that amount.
Dia macam PTPTN lah.
You're better. No, it's not. It's not as bad, bro.
Yeah,
not
PTPTN
bad,
lah.
though.
It's
Kalau
not
tak
as
habis
bad.
bayar, kau tak boleh keluar. Jail. Anyways, so for example,
Why
right?
not that bad?
It's not. No, PTPT and bank loans is not as bad as a 360 deal.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know why? Because if you sign PTPT and
No.
you can still make your own music your own fucking way.
Bro, this is just music. If shit happen, they can do something else, right? But
true, I agree.
that
I mean,
kind of
it's a loan.
loan is, you cannot do anything. You cannot do any business. You cannot do
That's kind of
shit.
true.
You
though,
blacklist.
because they owe you.
Right.
No, I wouldn't say that. But 360, I feel is worse because let's say they have rights on your branding and your image. The moment if you go into a different business, that affects your branding and your image.
And
They
they'll
have
always want to
rights.
cut from that.
Yeah. And they have rights to be like, nah, you know what? Don't start. this
Basically,
business.
they own you.
Yeah,
I would say that would be. I would rate Along punya loan paling tinggi, followed by a 360 deal, right? Because Along punya loan, they basically kill you and your family and shit. But second,
That's just a bad investment.
360 deal, right?
Talking from experience.
Right? But it correct what kids say. I mean, imagine your whole life is being controlled by that one person or that
Man,
one
it
entity.
sucks.
Yeah.
If kau nak buat baju raya, you kena pilih, for example, kedai baju ni. You tak boleh pilih Jackal ke, you tak boleh pilih
mean,
ni,
if
tak
you-
kena pilih ni.
Yeah, I mean, like if PTPT and you fucking loan and you gotta open the gerai goreng pisang or something, you can just do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, true.
They won't be like, yo, we want everything. We're going to
Yeah,
repo everything.
what if that person don't want to do goreng pisang?
It doesn't matter. He can fucking send his ass for all I care. But he can do that.
Yeah.
Whereas in 360 deal, everything you fucking do with your name and your branding is being disturbed by the label.
Okay, so like some math. So you were talking about recoupable fee, right?
Yes,
so
exactly.
that's like some math. So what?
Label give you 100K, that's your 100K you owe the label.
No, that's
That's betul lah. Label give you 100k.
Yeah, betul lah.
That's 100k you owe the label.
Yes. Loan. That's a
recoupment.
You sell 100k album. Okay, each album make 10 ringgit. So that's $1 million. You following me? 100k by 10 is
unit lah, unit. Okay. Not total sale.
No, he's going overall sale.
Overall sale. Okay, now you got $1 million.
Okay.
But then like label takes 85%.
Labels.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 850k. And you're left with 150k. But you owe them 100k.
Yeah.
Now you're left with 50k.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But generally, in the perspective of maths, like you were saying, it depends on your deal also lah.
folks.
What deal you sit down and make with the label, berapa percent dia ambil, berapa percent you ambil.
Right.
But on a general average perspective, 15% is the usual deal for an artist. Right?
Back then.
Tinggi gila.
No,
Back
sekarang
then.
pun, sekarang that's the average.
Okay, how about we
10
talk
to
about 60
15%.
ringgit then?
10 to 15% is given back to the artist. That's the current average, right?
So you got the scenario. So what's next?
So no,
Kid.
on a perspective, the 360 deal. Like, I mean, let's just talk about this lah. If people still don't get this math, right? I am still very surprised on why would you sign with the label, because it doesn't look fucking good, right? Like
It looks terrible, bro.
right? Like basically, I'm giving you 100k, you become famous, you give me back the basically the 100k, the loan, which is fine, right? But I take 85% of your
Earnings.
earnings as well,
Profit.
right?
And I gotta pay you back the 100k with my 15% earnings. On
yes,
top
sir.
of you taking my 85%
So
earnings
basically,
already.
your 100% is taken back.
Yeah.
And if you, like Fee said, dekat Malaysia, you kena tengok luar. Right? Tak adalah you dapat 1 juta sales kan?
Takkan dapat. In
takkan
Malaysia.
dapat. Generally speaking, takkan dapat. Like,
Yeah, but this is
imagine,
in terms of
if you take 300k,
examples.
Okay.
right? I mean, in reality, right? If you take 300k,
Yeah, this is
right? And
beautiful.
if 1 million is too high, if you take 300k, I have to wait probably multiple album releases to fully pay you back.
Yeah.
So even though I sign a 1-year contract, even though my contract habis, I still owe you.
Yeah, facts.
So generally, it's either I renew my contract and continue working with you until I pay off whatever debt, right? Or I pay you straight cash out.
That just goes to show how much money this fucking
Here's
labels
another
have,
thing
man.
that a lot of people don't know, right? So a lot of label right now make a lot of money from events, especially in Malaysia. No longer in music, right?
Yeah.
So
It's
what they do
mostly
is, before they sign the artist, okay, they look like this artist has potential. Okay, so sign, boom, 100,000, whatever. Okay, so what it does is they're gonna reap the
Benefits.
streams. Okay, so they're gonna buy fake streams so that buat kau jadi nampak hot lah. So that bila kau nampak besar, nampak stream kau nampak legit. Oh, okay, listener ramai.
Yeah.
So you're
They
saying diorang beli
make
tiket
money
lah.
out of events so that they can offer, okay, I have artist that has 1 million listener or whatever shit.
So technically, it's like hyperinflating your stock.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
It's basically
So because in
Business
Malaysia,
terms,
kalau daripada luar pun boleh tahu, all the labels make money out of events.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So macam mana dia nak nampak yang dia punya label is very strong is by artist. Kau banyak listener lah.
Or you sign hype artist lah. Dah viral, you sign dia.
Yeah.
So, but again, like I said, like why would you sign a devil's contract? I mean, okay, I get it. Like some people might be in a very bad position in life, right? That dia datang, hey boy, I know you're struggling. Here's 100k to settle whatever you need to settle. Will you sign with me? That's like signing a deal with the devil, though.
Think about it. When you're an artist, when you started, before you knew any of this, would you sign with a label?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Exactly.
I would.
Most
Because I don't know none of this.
They're young.
Yeah.
They're
That's
dumb.
why we have to talk about this because
We were dumb. Damn.
yeah.
Fuck.
I think generally 95% of new artists don't know this,
Oh yeah, definitely.
right? Because I'm not saying that people are stupid.
They don't,
but it's just
because
that
they're
we
young.
don't care about the financial literacy
I
of the
wouldn't say
situation.
that. It's more almost like ignorance at this point.
At this
Now,
point, yeah,
at this point, yes.
This
No.
day and
Like
age,
if you're
yeah.
talking about 10 years ago when we all started, like
where we have streamings, we have
Correct.
everything you can do in your own fucking
everything
room.
is so transparent that you know, okay, if I got 1,000 streams, I get $400. If I got
Oh, damn.
100,000 streams, I get this much. Right? No, it's so transparent that you can do
Yeah.
your own calculations, right?
Yeah, even CDs, right? Now streams, so it's very hard for you to tell that it's
organic.
Okay,
pushed or
so
whatever it is.
this is where the flaw comes in. Like the fake streams that come in, like what they call it, stream yarding.
Bots.
Stream farm.
Stream farming, stream farming. And if your label has the money, dude, I can hire 10 people to just play your song the whole day.
Yeah,
right?
facts.
And that gets you like about 100,000 hits a day. And like you said, the algorithm helps with that.
Yeah.
They become viral.
Yeah.
Then you get by events, right?
I mean, it's a win-win situation, right? For the label.
For the
It's
label, yes,
it's
for the
good
label,
business,
for the
but
label,
for artists, yeah.
It's not-
You're just gonna go into recoupment,
Yeah,
into loan. Sorry.
That's what I said. Like if you say like
Then
we're
from
not
there,
gonna-
you're gonna go into retrenchment.
if you can make $1 million on a song within your first 3 songs, great. What if the artist can't? What the artist has to continue doing albums and shits, and they can't go out and perform at any concert. They can't work with any artist. They can't do their own type of songs because every year your purpose change, right? To this year maybe you want to do more of a sad vibe. Next year you want to go in deeper. You want to talk about life. Imagine if the label say, "Oh no, sorry, bro, you just talk about love, bro, because you got that look. You just talk about love."
Yeah.
Right. Your whole 500 songs that are going to come out, your discography is going to be on love. That's
Damn,
you.
Usher.
Right? You're fucked. You're literally fucked. That's why I think that a lot of Malaysian artists are in the position that they're in. We have seen a few of them on Twitter complain that this is not really me. Right? What I'm putting out is not really me.
What I'm putting out with labels is not really my shit. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
But then you go around and protect the label.
Which is weird. Stockholm syndrome alert.
Right?
It's
This guy abuses me.
understandable.
But don't you say anything bad about him.
It's understandable. It's like if you're it's like this. You take it in the sense of like you have an abusive mom, and people shitting on your mom. Of course, you're gonna defend your mom.
And so.
But that's your mom. It's a different story. They're just some dude.
I mean, it's that analogy to
Oh,
them
yeah,
because
yeah,
labels
facts,
give them
facts.
that lifeline when they needed it.
when their protection.
But at the
their
same time, they're
image.
getting fucked in the ass.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Why do we always come back?
Haram.
No, I'm just
Haram.
saying, like, that's how bad this fucking 360 deal is.
Yeah, for real.
So yeah, not just TLC, a lot of big group, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, name it. Everyone, even Prince mentioned it last time, right?
Yeah.
Prince
mentioned it.
compared it to being a record deal to slavery,
Yeah.
which is
It's another form of slavery. That's
So
what Prince
if-
said.
It is. It's modern day slavery, bro. Imagine working so hard. The label makes what, $1 million, and you make 50,000
yeah,
based off the calculation we just talked about.
yeah,
What the fuck?
pretty much.
And you're the one in the studio. You're the one being burnt out. You're
Yeah.
the one paying for everything.
You're the one doing
I
the
don't know if
drugs
you
to
watched
get
the-
inspiration.
I don't know if you watched the video of TLC went out to the stage of a Grammy,
yeah,
received the Grammy and talk shit about the labels.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We're
would do
getting this, but we're broke right now. Check out to do.
Yeah, but dude, I would do that too, man. Dude, if they sold 10 million albums, and let's say they just received $300,000 each, and they got bankrupt by the 90s, what? That math isn't mathing.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
That's
It's
it's
not.
like 0.03%.
Yeah, and like going back into the 360 deals, right? Just a breakdown of how much they actually get. From merch, they get 50%. From tours and live performances, 25. Ringtones and artist fan sites, another 25. Publishing, 25. Endorsement, 25. Appearance, TV, movie, books, whatever else, another 25.
Shackled.
Yeah,
Crazy.
bro, you got some chains
and that's
on
from
you,
your
dog.
small ass 15%.
Bro,
That's not from your total amount.
50.
Tell me that's not Jane.
So now this is where like I look at it as if you look at the percentages you gave, right? If that is all from your 15%, how much do you actually take back,
Nada.
right? So at the end of
Enough
the day,
to buy a pair of Air Force.
artists, you see, average artists in Malaysia don't earn that much, right? They earn based on royalties over the year, so on events and whatnot,
Yeah.
Ads.
right? Ads and whatnot. But generally, if you put like 50K, 500K on average, that doesn't work. This is just a general number, right? We're not trying to make it look, because we have to understand the perspective that 50K seems like a lot of money, right? To somebody, it might be
Yeah.
50K is a lot of money.
But to an artist who's doing it, like he's going on tour, he's making the music,
Yeah.
he's not sleeping, he's writing, he's producing.
in
50K
reality,
in comparison to fucking $1 million.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
In
You
re-
are the effort to return ratio doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
At all.
so
It's worse than minimum wage, I say.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
by far, dude.
true,
Ialah RM800 kan
1,500
per artis.
950.
Yeah,
Must
give
be
it
nice.
We went there.
But yeah, so we
But all
we
of those
try,
things are separated.
yeah, we try to calculate it as easy as possible. Macam Ali ada 2 apple, Abu ada 2 apple, John ada
man.
berapa apple? Something like that
13.
lah. 13. Yeah, sure. So kalau
Okay,
kau
alright.
tak, so yeah.
Okay, I think the general populace right now understands a little bit about the math that we're trying to say. They can do their own, like, you know, math. Y'all can have like a fucking notebook and a
Tak,
paper
we
right
as
there.
an adult pun susah nak faham.
I don't, I get it.
I get it too, actually.
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's just complicated because we're putting it all together, one, and we don't have anything to actually write out down the calculations to go back and be like, okay, that's that figure.
should have brought a board out.
No, you
It's
got
okay.
you got
You
you
can
got
just
you
pull
got
this
you got to
board out.
understand everything is not in one bundle. It may
Yes,
look like it's in
exactly.
one bundle because it's one label that's taking pieces out of it.
Yeah.
But there's the signing process, which is giving you getting money.
So you don't have your overall sales. You have your breakdown of your profit margin for your song.
Tak,
You have
itu
your breakdown
baru
of-
label ambil, belum manager lagi. Manager ambil tepi tak kira lagi.
True. If
Oh,
you
yeah, that's
if you
true
if you
though.
have a manager, if you don't have a manager, then different story. Yeah, if you have a manager, lagi banyak agent ke apa kan, right?
Your
So
PR, it's
Especially in
everything
Malaysia.
else.
Hey, yo, give me that show. Hey, yo, give me this. Give me that.
yeah, and the thing is, artist is not what it seems on social media, and I have to be very straight with this, is because a lot of artists normally portray quite a huge market, right? Like, oh, party, events, back to back. But at the end of the day, tak kisahlah diorang buat banyak event macam ni, duit dia tak banyak tau.
Yeah, okay, let's just go back to maybe one of our local artists, right? Ziana Zain.
Say it again.
Ziana Zain.
Ziana Zain.
Ziana Zain.
I get my wife.
God, he whiter than you. He more foreign than you.
Okay, what's with Ziana Zain?
Bro, even she made that statement saying that pengutip duit lagi kaya dari orang yang menyanyi.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, which is, I guess she's talking about the labels.
Most definitely.
Everyone else that has.
Imagine if like.
Because the artist is the last person to see their money.
Oh yeah.
And can you imagine the one who handle the royalty to calculate to give it to artists? They are much more richer than the artist itself.
Of course, because they're making sure that the labels stay paid.
Yeah.
Urus royalty gaji RM15,000. Royalty artis dapat RM500. Bro, if you have a nice car, that shit isn't even enough for your fucking fuel.
Yep.
I mean, I think that's why a lot
And the sad
of
thing is, artists have to portray a certain.
lifestyle.
Lifestyle,
Yeah.
imagery, branding.
Yeah.
And then can you imagine you already signed with the label, you have a lot of like loan on top of you, and then now with the biggest platform in the
Tak
world,
masuk PTPTN lagi.
TikTok, TikTok tak boleh bayar. And then TikTok, you cannot, okay, you sign with a huge label, right? And kau tak boleh nak promote lagu kau dalam the biggest platform in the world. I don't know how you're gonna survive promoting.
No, I think that is why a lot of artists nowadays want to become influencers, right? Like they want others,
Or they go into dramas.
or they go into jadi sejin ke apa kan. Generally, I think that's why I think they want to become something else rather than artists alone.
They cannot because they're so in depth.
Okay, let's just look at some of the biggest artists that have graced us throughout the years, right? NSYNC and Backstreet Boys went to fucking court trying to get out of their own label deal. If that's not fucking slavery, I don't know what is. You need a fucking court order to be like, yo, bro, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah, Prince.
Because they got you in a legal chokehold.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is illegal choke.
And you can't make music too.
Yeah.
Right, Prince also as well. Prince was, like we earlier said, Prince compared this to another form of slavery.
Yeah. And he's a
Right.
smart dude, by the way. He's smart.
Yeah.
Ice Cube fucking left NWA after like he realized how little he was making.
Yeah.
How about Tony?
Yeah,
Tony Braxton.
Tony.
Tony Braxton filed for bankruptcy, I think, right? So, and I feel like Malaysia being being one that is, we don't expect high pay or high average. Our usual pay is quite low on the scale, right?
Yeah.
And then as an artist who maybe masa tu you kerja kat 7 Eagle, you kerja kat minimum wage lah, 1.5k a month, right?
Yeah.
And the artist and the label comes with a fee. Here's 100k, right? Sign with me, thank you very much. Right? Sign.
I sign.
Alright, I'll do your songs for you, no worries. Okay. The 100k you can go and spend.
Boleh
legal loophole.
Boleh ni tak apa famous.
Basically that's what I'll do for you.
Okay.
Right? But the 100k you pergi lah, you tolong family you nak beli kereta baru.
That's pretty much what the 100k is used.
Here you go.
Boleh beli apa-apa je.
For most
beli apa-apa je, tak kisah.
Okay.
Right? So if you're earning 1.5k and you suddenly see 100k in your bank account, bro, you're going to spend that shit like nothing.
Yeah.
Right? That 100k will be next to nothing in no time.
Yeah.
Right? And
belum tax lagi.
belum tax lagi. Right? It's not tax yet.
IRS is a bitch too, especially in the States.
IRS.
LHDN baru kita dekat Malaysia bro. LHDN.
Ringgit.
Ringgit.
Ingat rupi tadi.
Bukan lira.
Right? So I don't know. I still don't see the value of signing with a label. Right?
Nobody does. It's like
I mean, there are values.
No,
I mean,
I think they don't
bring
take the choice
connection.
because kalau tak sign, you cannot perform anywhere in any events because any events pun diorang dah all the big labels are controlled.
oh yeah.
Maybe.
We're talking about big events. Yeah.
Yeah, so macam mana? What's the way out here?
No, but if you're telling me, if you're an artist and you don't push yourself or promote yourself to become like the major level of virality, takkan event besar-besar tak tanya you datang.
If you're lucky enough, like if you can be hardworking and to be an independent, you need to have another job.
Uncommon breed.
You need, yeah. So
yes, sir.
So you need to have another job to support you financially. Sleepless night. Yeah, there's a lot of work.
Okay, so today basically we learned about one, right? The famous artist that was basically fucked in the ass by the labels, right?
PSA, we do not condone any kind of sodomy.
Right? But generally we found out why the labels were making more money. So like we said, 1999 labels were taking 85 to 15%. That was the usual average. And then they introduced 360 contracts. We spoke about recoupment fees, right? I hope you guys are clear on what recoupment fees is and basically what contains in a 360 contract.
Yeah.
Right? Your merch, your tour, your prices, your ring. I don't think anybody does ringtones anymore. And then basically the major artists that were affected by labels. So with sharing this, please do drop your questions.
Yes.
We would love to sit down and talk about it, right? And discuss about it. But generally for the younger artists out there, after this is just basically ignorant. Make sure you subscribe. Check out our TikTok. It's also the Uncommon Breed. You can just follow the TikTok there as well.
Well said.
Right?
Where are you going with this?
And follow our Instagram as well.
Facebook.
Right? We don't have Facebook.
Yeah.
Tinder?
Tinder. I got
Okay,
it, bro.
guys.
I'm finishing it. I'm finishing it with Mike Tyson saying,
Okay.
if you are a friend to everybody, you are an enemy to yourself.
Yeah.
Amen.
Don't stop pleasing everybody. Take care of yourself first.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't be a yes man. Peace and love.
Fucking day, man. What the hell?